Now this is Murray moving out once again. Play goes off on the left side. Rich Preston. Preston being checked there by Reed Larson. That's Ruskowski. Here's Ruskowski's pass. Here's Wilson moving right in. He scores! Brent Mulvey cut right in front of Vachon, and the power play goal gives Chicago a 1-0 lead.
And Mulvey's the leading scorer on this Chicago Hockey Club. It was a perfect pass. Reed Larson took his man out behind, and just watch how they shift around. The puck comes out to the point. He moves in. He catches Mulvey over on the other side of Vachon and makes a perfect pass. It was just a matter of changing the direction into the open net. And a quick goal because of a cheap penalty to Peter Mahavlich puts Chicago on the board.
Or rather to Korn. Korn dumped it off to the side of the Chicago goal, and it bounced off Murray. And Esposito grabbed that and held on, so they keep the face-off in the Chicago end.
Big Tony Esposito, he's a veteran of many years. He's played, this is his 37th start this year. He's got a goals against average of .272, which is remarkable on a hockey club.
That's one of the reasons Chicago has scored so few goals and yet have a pretty good record.
That's right. They have one of the best goals against averages of all the teams in hockey.
Coming out with it, Lysiak. Tom Lysiak digging over the line into the Detroit zone. The shot was blocked and deflected wide of the goal by Dago. Well, I don't know if the officials have to be at the airport in a hurry or what the story is. There's that puck grab right at the goal mouth, and there's a goal scored by Chicago on a power play just as we come back. And Frank Jolly is really putting up an argument to referee off Lejeune. So is Paul Woods as he comes over there. The captain of the Wings, Dale McCord, hasn't said anything.
You know,
yet.
I don't blame them, Bruce, for putting up an argument. I'm sure that the player that put the puck in the net is in the crease when the puck finally slides through. We'll get a chance to look at it. Comes around from behind the net. Number 22 is standing in the crease.
Right there.
And the puck is, he's the one that puts it in the net. He's standing right in there with Rogie.
And he wasn't shoved in, he skated.
No, he skated right into the crease. Took a little slow pass that just trickled into the goal crease with him, and he reached down and put it in the corner with Rogie down on his side.
This pass broken up. Lysiak carries back into the Detroit zone. Lysiak drops it back. O'Connell with a shot knocked away, and the rebound is right out in front, and it bounced off Vachon. And now they have stopped the play, and Settlebauer had that puck wide open out in front of the Detroit goal, and he evidently didn't see that.
Well, there's a case where they could have scored a goal. They had the players down. Lysiak made a terrific play to get in there to start with. He is one of the best stick handlers in hockey. He uses a high lie stick, plays very close to his feet, drops it back to 14. The shot is kind of deflected. Now watch, it comes right back out to Lysiak. Lysiak's tried to swish it in between all the players. They had 2 or 3 whacks at it with Rogie just laying there on his side. He kept making saves and finally comes under John Hamel out in front of the crease, and he made the last save.
Kerr with it, back on the line. Murray took the shot right on. It's loose. And on the rebound, Vachon on the ice, knocked it away from Bully. And still the Hawks have control. Kerr out in front, and Woods checked him. Now Paul Woods is stricken. There'll be a penalty coming up to Chicago. Over the line, hands it to Dale McCord. He fired the shot way wide. Nedemansky let it go right out in front. Oh, what a save by Esposito. Esposito deflected it right on, and Tony Esposito made a tremendous save.
One of the finest saves of the whole hockey game a while ago on the deflection of a shot from Nedemansky. Foligno right out in front of the net, changed the direction of the puck entirely, but Esposito just threw himself across the net. Puck hit him on the shoulder and stayed out.
The Wings now are applying pressure.
And the Wings are having scoring chances. LeBratton made a fine play, cut around the outside, but when he went to come back in front of the net, he lost possession of the puck, dished it back out to Mahavlich, and he got a real good shot away, but this Esposito is something else. From in close, he's a big man. He gets down, he blocks so much of that net.
This is Rich Preston, number 16, laying it ahead, and that was Hutchinson really took a whack at Dennis Milanich, and Jim Korn came in, and look at him handle Hutchinson. Hutchinson was going back after Dennis Milanich. He really let Milanich have one, then Milanich turned around.
I think Milanich is going to get a penalty, though, or both of them were. The referee had his arm up for a penalty before Korn went over to get into it.
Yeah, but they'd have to give Hutchinson one because he's the one that really came around with the elbow on Milanich.
It may have been Hutchinson that's going to get it. There was someone getting a penalty before Korn got into it.
Well, the two of them, Korn and Hutchinson, have the 2 linesmen in between them, and they're in quite a struggle there. And you can see them still trying to pull loose. I'll tell you what, this kid Jim Korn went over and handled the guy that's supposed to be one of the toughest in the National Hockey League. Dave Hutchinson.
Jim Korn's not going to take a back seat to anyone. Whether they're supposed to be tough, they're going to have to prove it to him.
And the linesman talking to the two of them. Hutchinson being ushered into the penalty box. And Korn will follow them, sticks and gloves over on the ice out in front of the Chicago bench. There's Dave Hutchinson playing his second game in a Chicago uniform after his trade from Toronto. Jim Korn is going to be thrown out for the third man in, I guess. And the Wings are going to miss him. So as they start to retrieve the equipment, we shall pause for this message.
Long, Preston passed the puck over to Hutchinson. Esposito or Polonic tried to take him out, and you noticed Hutchinson threw the elbow. Then they were ready to start things, but they didn't really get into it. And here comes Jim Korn to take Polonic's place, and he handled himself real well. But I can't figure where they called it a fight, because they hadn't really
the third
tangled.
man in. Polonic wasn't even involved in
No,
anything.
but I think Korn, unless he was cut, Korn appears as though he was thrown out of the game.
Well, maybe not. In behind the net, Ruskowski. Now Ruskowski. His pass, a good shot, hit the goal post. That's Wilson who fired the shot right off the goal post. Puck comes back to the Chicago blue line. At center ice, Murray with it. Now Ruskowski back over the line. 35 seconds remaining in Polonic's penalty. Back on the left point, Doug Wilson, and he scores.
Surprised that Rich Preston will get credit for this goal. He was down on his hands and knees in front of the net, and I think he deflected and put it up in the air. But they did everything but score earlier. Wilson's shot hit both posts and stayed out. The puck went across to the fired from the point, and the player down on the ice, we'll have to wait and see. I had an idea that it hit his stick and deflected up over Rogie Vachon, high in the net, put them ahead 3-0.
3 power play goals for Chicago, who lead it now 3-0. Over the line, and Danny LeBreton couldn't get to it. Fox, he's checked by LeBreton. LeBreton's got Mahovlich open, played out in front, and Esposito, I think, got a piece of that. It just went over the top of the goal. As Mahovlich came close on a fine play by LeBreton. Danny LeBreton turning back at his own blue line. That's Jim Korn. Now LeBreton dug it away, couldn't get away from the referee. Now Woods ahead to Dennis Polonic. A drop pass for Thompson. Thompson tried to feed Paul Woods. Woods digs it out of the corner. Put it right to the goal mouth. Here's Thompson with a shot, and Esposito grabbed it. It's loose out in front. Back to the line. Polonic feeds very Long. Long held it, now took the shot. Here's Errol Thompson going in after it. He fired it, and it dropped away again. Another centering pass, went right through. What chances? Back to very Long at the blue line. Paul Woods couldn't hold it in, and it bounces out to center ice. Wings have done everything, but put it in. Now Reed Larson stopped right at the blue line. Digging after was Settlebauer. Larson stopped him. Larson turning away from Davil's check. Here's Reed Larson. Played it into the Chicago zone. He stopped. Coming back with it now, Lysiak. Lysiak tried to work around Long, and Long grabbed him. There'll be a penalty coming up to Detroit. Reed Larson and Lysiak do some shoving, and now they start to go at it. 4 or 5 players move in between them. And that wild scramble off to the side of the Detroit goal. Lysiak was trying to dig the puck away from the Detroit goaltender Vachon, and Larson went after him. So we shall... No, we want to break away for a commercial right now. We'll be back after this message.
Goaltending at its finest. The play was everywhere but in, time and time again. The puck come across the front. Errol Thompson digs it out. Look at that save there by Esposito. It's knocked back down. Comes back over again to the very Long. He waits for quite a while. Finally puts it out in front. And it's sitting right there. Esposito.
Back now to the live action. Chicago with the extra man. That shot by Wilson tipped away. Now Peter Mahovlich comes out. He's got Nedemansky with him. Mahovlich carries over the line. Handed it off to Nedemansky. A backhand shot, and that save made. Here now Willie Huber. He drove a shot. He scores! A short-handed goal. And the Wings are back into it. It is 3-2.
And there's a case where Esposito is on his hands and knees, and the play was away out at the blue line. And Willie Huber got all the wood to it. Mahavlich makes a nice play across here, and the shot comes in. Nedomansky took a backhand shot. Willie Huber all the way from the blue line, right up in the top corner with Esposito on his hands and knees. It looks as though it may have deflected off a Chicago player. The Wings are right back in it.
Thompson left it there for Huber. Huber trying to pull away from Ruskowski. Back to Thompson. That's Foligno with a shot. The loose puck out in front. And Esposito is covered up. And Mike Foligno actually stick to the ice. He had a great chance. And as the play ends, the penalty does too. Fox comes back on. And we'll be back with more after we pause for this. It's cleared ahead, and now here's Bully moving into the Detroit zone. Put it right out in front of Bordalo. Couldn't get to it. Bully pick it up again, and Vachon stopped him. But Greg Fox comes up with that. In behind the Chicago net, Greg Fox to left. Fox along the boards on the right side, and Bully and McCourt hold it there, and now Vachon is leading the Detroit goal. 57 seconds remaining in the game.
And they have the face-off deep in Chicago territory. The big thing now is to get their shooters out there. They've got to put pressure on. They can't just let Chicago go in the corners and pick up a puck. You got to get two fellows right on the puck carrier and see if you can get it out somewhere out in front of the net. Whack away at it.
Well, the shooters are Foligno and Huber and Larson, LeBratton, Nedomansky. Peter Mahavlich will take the face-off. Huber lifting it to Nedomansky. 40 seconds to go. Here now, Danny LeBratton charging over the line. LeBratton pulling up, centering it. Peter Mahavlich pass it to Foligno. Took the shot, and Esposito stopped. Oh, Esposito got to that on the play by Foligno and LeBratton.
I will never believe this. He had him all to himself, and Esposito makes the save. LeBratton, with a full head of steam, makes a terrific play across through the front. Comes over to Foligno. And he's on his backhand. He gets good wood on it. Esposito, with that big body, just down on his hands and knees, right in the center of the net, was able to block it.
And somebody has thrown some debris on the ice, so there's going to be quite a pause while they clean that up. And while they do, we shall pause for this message. Nedomansky couldn't hold it in, and empty net as Settlebauer brings it out. Here's Settlebauer with a shot, and Willie Huber blocked it. Now Huber with 20 seconds to go. Ahead to Dale McCourt, and they whistled it down on an offside, the pass covering two lines.
Boy, and I don't think Reed Larson was straddling the blue line. He was making sure, and he is really angry about it. He was making sure that he stayed onside.
Well, things haven't gone the way of the Wings officiating-wise tonight. I was called by Kevin Collins, the linesman. Wayne Forsey, a rookie linesman.
The Wings don't have time now to be stick handling and making little plays up through center ice.
Forsey, the rookie that called it, and they are really unhappy about it. McCourt is arguing with him. Nedomansky.
The Wings' only chance now is to throw the puck in the Chicago zone. They've got to win this face-off, get in there and move everyone in, and even hope to get a face-off to get one more whack at that net.
Face off right at the Detroit blue line. The Wings keep Vachon on the bench. Now Danny LeBratton goes over to talk to his coach Bobby Crom, and Crom is really telling him, you go mind your own business. He is one unhappy coach behind the Detroit bench. Foligno kicked it back now to Nedomansky. 15 seconds to go in the period as Big Ned winds up. Nedomansky around Lysiak. Here's Nedomansky over the line, dumped it into the corner, and Settlebauer is there for it. Settlebauer whacked it along the glass and coming down the ice. Lysiak picks it up and he'll score. No, he hits the goal. And that's the end of the hockey game. Lysiak with a wide empty net hit the goal post. And the Red Wings, full tilt for this hockey game, lose it. And even Nedomansky skated over to say something to referee Alf Lejeune. Bobby Crom is yelling across the ice at the two linesmen, among other things. That last offside has never been called. No way it was. So that's it. The hockey game is over.